Hi guys, can you hear me? I'm outside. I might have to go in. It just as soon as I went to go get on, all this wind just kicked up, guys. Can everybody hear me? That's what I want to know. So I came outside because it's like kind of nice out, right? And I really been needing to ground. Can I put this sideways and it works? No, you can't turn your phone while recording. Maybe if I put you guys upside down. It's not letting me. Hi, beautiful. So I got a piece of pink tourmaline. I'm gonna hold my phone up with it though, because it is like windy out here for real. I love you guys. Haven't been on in a while. Went on a little water fast. I got blue calcite too. That throat popping. So, guys, we're expanding. How do you feel? How do you feel? Give me some hearts if you're feeling it. Give me some hearts. So I came on here real with you guys today. I didn't do anything with this mane yet, right? Got a shower, blew it dry, and just came outside because it was nice outside. Big hugs and big love to everybody that's feeling this expansion. Hello, love. I'm glad you can hear me. Guys, there's a lot of feels in this expansion, right? So we're in here, we're in this life, and we're feeling, and that's scary stuff because a lot of people have been going through this whole life and not feeling anything. But to me, that's scarier. So if you're feeling, I give you like an energetic high five. I give you so much love. I love you dearly, right? You know, a lot of these feelings that go on in expansion are uncertainty. I'm scared. I'm excited. I don't know what the fuck is really going on, right? Totally normal, right? So I want you guys right now with me today to take a huge breath in your nose, all the way up to the top of your head and out of your mouth. Ready? And then after that, we're going to put our hands on our heart and we're just going to connect with our heart for a minute and feel so thankful that we have this heart and that we have this guidance. Ready? So here we go. I love you guys. And sometimes in expansion, we're going too fast and we're rushing around and we're trying to get it right and we're trying to do the right thing so much that we forget to connect into ourselves and we forget to connect into our breath, right? So when you take these breaths in life, you're connecting back in with you, right? So if there's all kind of crazy stuff going on, like bombs exploding all around you, I want you to take a minute like we just did, and I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose and out your mouth and connect your hands to your heart and even tell yourself, like, I love you. I love you. You know, your heart's going through a lot of changes right now. Give it some love, guys. It's expansion. It's the raise of the vibration. I love you. It's weird. It's crazy. It's all kind of things, right? I got my bare feet on the ground. It was wet this morning, and as soon as I walked up, I walked straight down my steps and outside into my feet to the bare ground, to the grass, to the concrete in the grass. I needed to feel that. I needed to ground. And so that's what I think that the collective is feeling right now. You know, every single thing, guys, is inside of you, right? So in this expansion, everything can feel so huge, right? And so when you grow in and you take that breath and you connect to your heart and you connect to your breath, you realize that you're a piece of all of this, right? And that in order for anything to work in your favor, you have to be in alignment. And being in alignment is being in tune with this, what I'm telling you, being in tune with your breath, being in tune with your heart, being in tune with your internal guidance system. I love you guys, right? Love the energy. Hope you had a wonderful day, sweetheart. I love you, Mark. Yes, my day's wonderful. I picked up another shift for tonight. So, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm feeling a little bit tired. That's why, you know, I came on here today and I didn't do my hair yet. And it's all over the place because my body is tired from my work. okay? And so I'm coming out here with this message because I know that the collective is going through it, because I've been going through it. You guys see me, if you watch me, I've been laying low. I've been processing things. I've been getting in tune with my intuition. I've been getting in tune with myself. I've been having conversations. I've been getting together with like-minded people. I have dreams and I have visions inside my heart and inside my guts, and I want to get them out here, and I really want to keep going, right? And that's what we're going through. That's what this expansion is. It's like you've always had this like dream in your heart since you were a little kid, no matter how old you are, and you just want to see it go, right? No matter what it is, it doesn't even matter. But what's going on right now is like we're kind of in between the phase of like the old and what was and what we see with our eyes, going into this new mysterious wonder of expansion, right? And so when you don't know and you can't see, it can be confusing. When you don't have everything guaranteed out here in life, it can be scary as shit, right? It's all right. Take a deep breath, connect with yourself, connect with yourself, connect with yourself. You know, guys, patience. So patience came up to me real big today. That was one of my first messages. You know, I had been going through it for quite some time, and you know, last night at my job, and you know, you have all these conversations and you have all these things going on. I love you too, Janice. You know, I had a rebirth a few years back, and the name I got in that rebirth was Patience, and it was beautiful. It was, you know, all these flowers came out of me, these beautiful flowers. It was the most beautiful experience that I've ever had in my life. And so I didn't really get it at the time, right? Like the name and all that comes with it. But it's like, you own that. Like, that's you. That's a piece of you. And it doesn't really come with this explanation sheet or any of that, right? And it's just like, here's your new you, right? You rebirthed. And you know, guys, life is a process, and expansion is a process of ever rebirthing. And so it's like, you know, that's why it hurts. You know, my ladies out here that are on here that are moms, you know, like, birth fucking hurts, man, but it's beautiful, because what you get is beautiful, but always in that process is not always great. And so, you know, now we got men and women rebirthing, so like a lot of women and moms can like kind of, you know, tune in like, oh yeah, that makes sense, I'm a mom, I had a birth, right? But like, guys, the men are having a hard time. So I want to tell you guys real quick, I don't really dream that much, right? And so the past 2 nights I had 2 really crazy dreams that didn't seem like they were anything together. But when I was sitting down with Spirit today, everything clicked, right? So the first night I had a dream that I saw this person. The person disappeared, and all these women came in on me, right? They were like in a circle, and they were like ready to eat me. And I shared a little bit about it, right? And I went into the pain, and the pain of the woman, and the pain of the queen, and what that all means, you know what I mean? And all of this other stuff, right? And yeah, I get a lot of messages through what that simply by itself is. Okay, neither here nor there. Let's keep it moving. Last night I go to bed and I have a dream. In my dream, I'm at the beach. You know, my heart's been really desiring the beach lately. And so I'm at the beach, and I'm in the water, and I'm kind of like, you know, up to my knees, my thighs, right? And I look down and I see a foot, and it's a baby foot. It's like a kid foot, right? And I'm like looking around, and I'm like, oh my God, it's a little boy. It was a little boy, guys. He was drowning he was underneath the water. I might get a little emotional. I lost somebody to drowning like this. And so I didn't even think, right? And so I grab this little boy up, and I pull him up on the beach, and I give him mouth to mouth, and I pump his chest, and all of a sudden he spits out all this water. And so I just grab him into me, and I hold him, and I hug him, right? And it was weird, because like, where was his parents, right? Like, nobody knew. And then all of a sudden, all these people came rushing in, and his parents like didn't even get close to him. Like, they let me just hold him and hug him and try to soothe him and bring him peace, right? He was shook up and weak, and the police are like questioning the parents, and the parents aren't even trying. Like, the mom's not trying to come over to me, the dad's not trying to come over to me, and the dad's explaining for the mom like the neglect of the child. And this is deep, guys. So there's a lot of this going on. I didn't even mean to cry. The boy was okay. So, you know, the end of the dream, I was at the beach with my baby. Me and my baby went out into the water. The little boy ended up coming out and playing with us and everything. But when I woke up, the one thing that was really strange was like, the parents never said anything, right? And so, you know, guys, men and women out here are fucking hurting, okay? And so anybody that's out here looking for a relationship right now, my advice to you is stop. Stop and build you some good friendships. Stop and gain clarity of yourself, right? So these dreams were really deep and they were really personal to me. But there's a bigger message in it, right? The women out here are hurting and they're wanting love, right? And the men out here are hurting too, and they've been hurt when they were little boys, and they're wanting love, and everybody just really wants love, and there's a lot of chaos going on. And so the best way that you can love the people that you love is to love yourself. The best way that you can give love is to fill up on love first. I love you guys. And I share these weird things with you because, you know, this is how spirit comes in. This is how spirit comes in and moves me and moves my life and moves my moves and moves what I'm doing. You know, guys, a lot of times right now in this place that we're at, we feel like we're waiting. You know, like we're waiting for something good to happen. Like we're just sitting here waiting for something good to happen. It's like it's going so slow. Hi, love. You know, while you're in self-love, you know, self-love is wellness, meditation, trust. So, you know, like focusing on your mind, body, and spirit. That's why that breath is so important. Going into yourself and connecting with the guidance in yourself. That's loyal guidance. That's honest guidance. It's raw sometimes, you know, like these dreams that I just had, this little boy drowning at the beach. It was raw as fuck. These women trying to eat me. That was raw, right? All I'm trying to do is give love, but it's showing me what's going on in the world, right? And so we're going to go through many things, right? You're going to try something and be like, oh, that's not for me. And you're going to come back, and that's okay. You know, go back to center. Go back to your heart. Go back to your womb. Hi, Danielle. Thank you, love. You know, we got to move out of our heads and into our bodies. And that's what that breath is going to do. So, you know, those dreams to me let me know that I've been being like real heady. I've been being real, trying to make logic and trying to make plans. And, you know, I got big stuff coming up too, guys. I'm expanding just like you. And that's what's exciting, is that we're all expanding, right? And so things are changing and moving all about. But it's scary sometimes, and it's uncertain sometimes, and you're seeing all these things sometimes, and the vibration is lifting, and you're hearing stuff, and you're feeling stuff, and you're seeing things that are guiding you places, and things are coming up, and it's just like, what is this? You know what I mean? That's why I always tell everyone, go back inside of you. I mean, even last night I reached out to my friend. I was having such a crazy night that I reached out to my friend at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, yo, can you give me a reading? Like, I'm stuck. I love you too, right? And I was just freaking out, you know what I mean? As soon as I got some rest, took care of my body, got some rest and woke up, I got the messages that I need. Be patient. Be patient. My friend didn't mind, thank you. But be patient with yourself and your process, please. This isn't really that easy. And so, you know, that's why I don't do my hair, and that's why I don't get all fancy, and that's why I cuss, and that's why I'm real, and that's why I share my heart, my feelings, my experiences, because I want you guys to know that, like, in all of those things that I'm going through, spirit is still very much, you know, a part of me, and that's what I'm building, is my connection with spirit and my communication with spirit, and, you know, my trust in spirit, and all of those things. So, you know, guys, right now, today is a really good day to walk, work out, get outside, you know, touch the trees, take your shoes off, put your feet into the earth, ground into the earth, like literally, like put your feet or put your butt into the earth and imagine like roots just going down from there and just getting bigger and thicker and bigger and thicker and bigger and thicker, and take that breath in and let it out and just connect to the all. As you can connect down as deep as it goes and up as high as it goes, and you are just in the middle of the everything. You are the womb of the everything. It's amazing. I'm gonna get to you guys. I'm gonna let you guys comment a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back and get to it. So you know, if you're not gonna ground and you're not gonna focus in and stuff like that, you're gonna kind of be in this place of you feel nothing. you're doing nothing. You feel everything is unchanged. You feel like things aren't moving and things aren't working. You might even feel a little bit lazy. You know, I went through a little time where I'm like, what are you doing, girl? Get up. You know what I mean? Get up. That's what we're changing. You know, we're changing these old, like my dreams, these behaviors of these women trying to attack you because they're trying to get to a man for a certain reason or whatever, and these young men that and kids and all kids that have been just, you know, kind of not watched by their parents and kind of not really, you know, we're changing all of these things right now. Those are the things that are coming out, and it hurts, man. And so, you know, fellas, be nice to ladies, ladies, be nice to the fellas, ladies, be nice to each other, fellas, be nice to each other. You know, we got emotions coming out. I swear that as soon as Mercury turned from retrograde, I got emotional. Like, I thought I was emotional before, but it is like even more now. You guys saw, if you watched the beginning of the video, I was crying my head off about a dream. You know, if you're not connecting into yourself, if you're not connecting into the ground, you are feeling like you have no enthusiasm. I love you. Hello, Jesus. Much love to you and hugs too. Guys, you got to breathe in this life, right? So you got to just breathe it in, up your nose, up to the top of your head, as big as you can, and breathe it out. And make that your new thing. Like, you know, breathe in this life, breathe in this information, breathe in these visions, breathe in this wisdom, breathe in this guidance system, breathe in your loyalty, breathe in, you know, whatever you're going through in this life, breathe in and let it out, and watch that breath work transform your life, guys. It's really the simplest thing, man. You know, ground in and connect to everything. Great to see you too, love. Thank you for stopping on today. You know, ground in and connect to everything that is. You know, when you ground those roots into the ground and then you breathe up like that and you connect to the all that's up here, you're into everything that is, right? So, you know, if you have a fear, a limiting belief, or a bad dream, or a bad feeling about somebody, when you breathe that in and you connect with all of that, you get guidance there. You get real fucking guidance there, you know? And it's like, when you're all pinched off and you're all freaked out and you're not at peace and you don't have an internal peace, you're not going to feel that connection. You're not going to feel that guidance. So you're going to get scared and you're going to reach out and you're going to start asking for people and looking for people. Guys, I'm telling you right now, with things I've been through since December, if anyone is on here messaging me about dates or whatever the fuck, you can just beat it for real, man. Because I started my journey like that, right? And then I got caught up in all this, what you're supposed to do and everything else, and I'm done with all that, because I think you guys that are out here seeking relationships really got it fucked up, man. It's about getting it inside of you. It's about getting to this place inside of you where no matter what is going on outside, that you can feel a peace in you and be a peace in you. We're creators, man. Don't think things suck, right? And so if you're thinking about something, if you have this idea, right? Divine inspiration comes in like in and out. It knows what it's doing. It just comes in and out, right? But what we do as humans is we get the divine inspiration, we get the idea, and then we get like stuck in the idea. We're like, oh, yes, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want. We're salting it up, we're sprinkling it up, we're seasoning it up every day, right? Yeah, stop doing that. You know what I mean? You got to get busy. You got to do other things. You got to learn how to be a multitasker out here. You have to be a multitasker. You have to, because when you're only thinking about, you know, all right, I want to go to the beach. When you're only thinking about, I want to go to the beach, I want to go to the beach, then nothing else seems to work out, right? So you have to get in alignment with yourself. Know that that's a divine inspiration. And then get busy right where you are in your right now. And you can't be, you know, constantly thinking about it. You know, most of the people that want relationships out here like this frenzy, like this, that's all you ever think about. That's all you ever think about. So you have great family, you have great friends, you have great company, you have great people, but you feel like you're less than somebody else because you don't have a partner, okay? This breath of life, this breathing in, this thing that I connect to inside of me, that has been the greatest relationship that I have ever had in my life. That has been the most loyal, the most honest, the most trustworthy, the most forgiving, the most not hold it on your head, the most not bring it back up and kick you in the guts. You know, this relationship with you in you This is the biggest shit ever, right? And so you see all these relationships out here and they're not working out. Why aren't they working out? Because you got two people that are sucking off each other trying to get better. You guys have to fill up your cup and then you just attract your mate. You know, that just comes right in. I love you guys. I love you guys. And I'm so guilty. I got caught up in it. Everyone is human. I love you guys. But if you are going to think things stuck, that's the doo-doo. That is the doo-doo. So when you're thinking things to a stuck place, you're the creator of your experience. You're the creator of your life. But if you sit there and you just keep on digging on that one thought, you're going to feel stuck in it. I got all clogged up. You know, it was a divine vision to go to the beach, and then I'm trying to make it logical and all of these things, and I got stuck. And that's just how it works. And that might be a relationship for you, and that might be money for somebody else, and that might be, you know, whatever for somebody else. But this is what's happening in the collective. Oh, this name. So, you know, I've always had this idea of a community, guys, right? And I don't know what's going on with it. You know, everybody asks me specifics about this community. I don't know. I don't really have any specifics. Do you have land, Sarah? Do you have a sewer pump for the, you know, the bathroom? And, you know, they take it. People love talking about your love. But I don't know what's going on. I don't know exactly how it's going to work out, to be exact, right? I just feel this feeling in my heart, this divine inspiration in my heart that one day I'm going to have this community. And in my community, you know, I feel good about it, even though I don't know. And I feel unsure of it, but I still feel good about it. And when people try to get me into the specifics, the sewer pump and everything, I get scared sometimes. And then I'm like, hold up, man. I don't even have the place yet. I don't know if there's a sewer pump. I'm sure that Spirit's going to set it up so there's everything that everybody needs. That's my intentions, the greatest good for all, right? You know, guys, I'm not exactly sure about my community, but one thing I know is in my community, there's these little shacks all over the place in my community, right? I don't know what they're made of. I don't know who built them with me. I'll help build them for sure. I love this shit, right? But I don't really know. In my community, there's parents, there's kids, everywhere. Peace. Parents, kids, everywhere. There's good food, there's gardens, there's fruit growing, just everywhere. Good fruit, good recipes. Somebody good that knows their stuff in that department, right? I don't know who they are. I don't know who's doing that. I don't know who's helping me grow this food. I don't know, I just know we're doing it, right? You know, there's a lot of energy work going on in here. I don't know where we're doing it at. There's yoga in here. I don't know who's teaching it. I know I love me some yoga. There's vibrations, healing vibrations. We got some speakers hooked up somewhere in here, right? It's warm outside. I feel peace when I feel into this feeling, this divine vision, right? But people are so focused on the plan that you get this feeling sometimes in you. You get excited and you get to talking to people about it. They hit you with all their what if this and that. Where's the sewer system? You don't even have the land. And then you're like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe this is crazy. See? That's what's happening right now. Keep your dreams alive. I'm keeping mine alive. It's hard sometimes. You have to disconnect. Oh, look. Alpine Made, the best. My soap, my lip stuff, my lotion. I love her. Check her out. I'll try to put the link in here if I remember. Loving my stuff, guys. You know, in my community, I have people focused on the youth. That's what I want for my community. That's what I want for my community. I have a baby. I have a daughter. I want a community for her. Yes, there's so much love out here, Mark. It's the internal work that everyone's trying to skip out on. Can't do that, man. You know, guys, my baby changed my life, and I'm so thankful for that. You know, I always had this divine vision of this community, but having my baby made it, you know, even deeper. And I feel even more about it, and I got even more specific about it. But I still don't know, right? I just have that feeling. And patience means, yeah, do I want my community right now and all my little shacks and it's warm and our food and our vibes and our, you know, all that? I do. I want that right now. Oh my God, I want it right now, and it feels so good to think about it. But I can't think it's stuck. I can't think it's stuck. I have to think it free. I have to love it as I go through it and as I come through it, right? So, you know, every time I get a new idea to throw into my bag for my community, I'm like, yes, yes, right? Sometimes I think it's stuck. I was just thinking it's stuck. Just last night I was thinking it's stuck. I was feeling, you know, I get this divine inspiration. I'm feeling like I'm a bad mom. That's when you know you gotta stop, breathe, connect with your heart, take care of yourself, self-love, retreat, you know? You know, guys, in my heart, co-creating with spirit, I made this tribe. I made this community, you know, and now I just keep getting deeper and more fun with it. You know, the smallest things out here can be way more rewarding than anything. So, you know, being a mom is my most rewarding job. You know, to see the things that I go through every day, and, you know, to kind of stand back and watch from an onlooker's perspective and just see that, you know, my baby has respect. She expresses her feelings. She says the truth no matter what. You know, she has her manners about her. She's smart. She's creative. She's funny. She likes to dance. You know, these are things that we're putting into our kids. And so, you know, the big thing that keeps growing more and more and more in my community is about the kids and about getting these kids so they don't grow up and they're not like us, 35 years old and on Facebook trying to heal in self-love. You know, these kids deserve the world. And so if we teach them self-love right now, could you imagine what they'll be like when they're 20, 30, 40, 50? Yes, right? I'm not trying to be famous out here. I'm not trying to get likes and fans and loves and whatever. I'm trying to get you in to you so you can tap into your kids, so we can have better kids, so we can have better life. So it might not be in our world. All this work we're doing might not be in our world. We might not even get to see it. We might not. That's okay. Our kids are going to live this. Our grandkids are going to live this. They're going to live like this freedom. Not trapped in all these old fucking things that everybody says that we have to be afraid of. I upped this water like what recently, and I'm telling you what, I feel better. I got my structured water thing, and I've been drinking so much water, and I do feel better. So guys, you know, for my community, I don't really have like exact specifics. I just breathe in, connect with that feeling, and then try to keep myself busy, not staying stuck on that thought, right? And you know, it's funny because Spirit's been putting this together for me my whole life, really, right? And then in the past 5 years, I've been seeing Spirit put it together just by like a thing in my heart and then like outside things, right? And then for the past 2 years, it's really been, you know, whirling around, and it's just like some days will go by and then something will come up, and then some months will go by and then something will come up, and then all of a sudden you got a job there and something comes up, and then you got somebody you can rely to come with you and something comes up, and then, you know, finances and something comes up, and all these things are going to come up just to test how much you love the feeling that you have in your heart, even though you don't have the exactlies that everybody's looking for, right? You know, you have to trust that you're supported divinely. So you have to go in to find that. You know, we're not compromising our integrity to belong in something. So this community is a different type of community. I've seen a lot of communities where people are compromising just to get by. You know, people are in these communities. It's got a little chilly. I bet you it's going to rain. You know, just to get by, they dealt with some shit they didn't want to deal with. You know, I ain't never really been that type, guys. You know, I'm more like, yeah, I'd rather just be in my peace. And, you know, if you make it over here, that means you're peaceful, cool. No judgments. You know, live your heart. Don't compromise your heart for the things that other people are doing or other people are saying or just to get by. And know that sometimes if you are stuck in that like just to get by mentality, even though it's scary to break free, as soon as you break free, it's like whoop, this whole entire other world opens up for you. And that's exactly like the thing that's going on, because I'm feeling that too. You know, guys, this vibration rising, we're going from being tough to like in the heart. So we're going from being super duper tough, I'm cool, I'm fine, I'm whatever, into like really a heart-centered world. And that can be weird for a lot of people. And so that's why going in is important, because like the things you feel in the heart versus what you used to do are two totally different vibrations, because you used to live out of fear and lack and scary things, and now you've been doing all these things for yourself and wellness and healthcare and, you know, all this stuff. And now You're feeling different. Your vibes are clear. You cleaned out some shit that hurt you. You're living different. You're healing up, right? And so now your heart wants to do other things. You are not small. It is humongous. You're not small. Your heart is not small. It is humongous. Your ideas are not small. They're humongous. Your divine inspiration is not small. It's giant, right? You're valuable. Feel that. You know, in your gifts, in your time, in your love, you are golden. You know, I know a lot of money things are going on. I got money things going on. I got people got money things going on. I got all kind of money things going on. People are talking about money. People message me about money. A lot of people are staying together for money. A lot of people are doing things. I'm working at the casino for money and my body hurts. Does that make sense? Right? So I got this job at the casino. I massaged the poker guys. Everybody told me not to do it. My intuition told me to do it. I did it. I do very well for myself there, guys. I do it very well for myself. I'm able to be a single mom. I'm able to live without any support. I'm able to be okay. However, my body hurts so bad. Oop, it's raining. I gotta come take you guys in the house. My body hurts, man. You know, what am I doing for anybody when my body hurts? You know, yeah, you know, I make a lot of money and I can do this and I can do that, but the money I spend in recovery is insane, right? And just really, like, I mean, I love the guys and I love the money, but it's just really hard. And so it's like, all right, what are you supposed to do? You know, I got this thing, I want to move, I want to do all this stuff. I was thinking my work was going to support me, all of these things, right? And they're all good things to have. They're all really good things to have inside of you. However, what happens is you get these things that come up that scare you. So like, I'm thinking about changing my job, right? So here I am about to move, about to change my foundation. In my foundation, my job pays my bills, right? And, you know, Spirit's cool how Spirit comes in, right? So I work poker games and I go to the poker game. And this one specific poker game, I got to do a bunch of energy work on the guys, right? They love it. I've been working on them. I've been showing them my energy work, showing them what it does, whatever, right? And I left that poker game and I was feeling so good. Hi, love. That was the best I ever felt at a poker game. You know, and I probably did energy work on, you know, maybe 7 or 8 of the guys that were in the group. And I felt so good. And so then I went to work last night and the first guy I got, you know, his energy's blocked up. It's hard work what I do, right? And I was exhausted, you know, 90 minutes into my job. So 7, 8:30, pooped, right? And when I came home and I take cold baths because my job hurts my muscles so bad, right? So I'm in my cold bath and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like, what am I supposed to do? You know, this is such good work that it pays my bills so easy and I have all this time with my baby and it's like everything that I was trying to create. And so I don't want to sound like I'm being greedy, Spirit. Like, I'm thankful for you giving me exactly what I asked for, right? And now that I'm feeling this, and me, I was like, what am I supposed to do? And Spirit's like, now you have to fine tune that. So, you know, you're just put it in your bag. Put what you want in your bag and take what you don't want and leave it there, right? Made sense when Spirit told me that. So, you know, my gifts are special. Your gifts are special. And a lot of times when we're learning our gifts, sometimes, you know, you feel tired and maybe you're going the wrong way. Maybe your human's trying to figure it out better than what your spirit's trying to do, because that's what I've been feeling like. Spirit shows you everything. Energy, action, all of it. You know, Spirit's pushing me to trust in the visions in my heart, even though humanly I can't figure out what I'm supposed to do, right? It's like, you know, I got this baby. I got to take care of her. She's my love. She's my life. I want to spend time with her. I don't want to go into working 80 days a week and then I got some daycare raising my baby. Not really into that, you know what I mean? So instead of thinking about what you're not into, we got to think about what we are into. What do we want? You know, that community keeps pulling me back to that community. And guys, you know, you gotta play. You gotta be open-hearted. Like that's what my baby teaches me every day, and that's why I can't wait to bring her with me into all of this, right? Because like when I get stuck and I get too serious, man, she's like, oh my God, look at her butt. And I'm just like, oh, where do you come from? And how do you make me smile so easy? Just like that, right? These kids are divine, man. Pay attention to your kids. That's where the magic is. So, guys, we're coming out of our caves, and we were in these caves, and we were, you guys were going in and feeling into your intuition. You just didn't know the word for it, right? That's okay. Share, connect, allow things to happen. You gotta share and connect to allow things to happen in your life. And, I told you guys what I felt about relationships earlier. By sharing and connecting, I don't mean, sex and just getting involved in sex. Sex makes things messy sometimes, guys. If you haven't been working on yourself and you aren't firm in your foundation, sex will get absolutely messy for you. So focus on you. Quit worrying about that shit. Something great is about to happen. So if you've been out here, if you've been going in on yourself, if you've been plugging away, if you've been pulling these things out when they come in, something really great is about to happen for you. And I know it feels like you're waiting. And I know it feels like it's taking forever. But it's coming. And you have to be patient. And you have to be in alignment when that comes. And you have to be feeling good. You have to be playing. And you have to be fun and light in your life, right? So my work makes me heavy. So I have to change that because something great is coming. So I have to lighten my load. I have to get rid of the things I don't need. I don't know how that's going to work, right? I'm just trusting and going in. This is why I share this stuff with you. I don't have a plan. I'm just telling you what's happening. There are opportunities everywhere, man. Honor yourself. Put in the time. Exchange experiences and skills with people. Commit your heart and soul to what you choose to do. And don't be all over the place with it. You gotta dance, guys. You gotta dance. This life is a push-pull, a give-get, a doing and being, right? And so if you're trying to stand still and you're trying to be so serious about life, then in that, you're not very dancey. Did you ever try to dance with someone who's really stiff? It doesn't work out. I was just getting ready for work and no one's here. So I have all my curtains down and I'm just up there dancing. And guys, it's about loving yourself. I'm not going to get into the details of it because I'm not trying to work people up. But, guys, I'm really, really getting to the place where I love myself. I got my favorite shampoo. I think I got it from the dollar store, but it's sulfate free and I fucking love it. And I got my oil on after and I blow dried my hair. It's a lot to blow dry this hair. So that's how I invest in myself, It takes time. I've been putting my body together for tonight since last week. I painted my toenails last week. It all comes together in perfect timing. Don't try to put it all and to understand it right now or you're going to be all over the place. If you're using your fear as your guidance, then you're feeling depleted. So if you're letting fear guide you, you're feeling depleted. So you might be like out here in the name of love, and then all of a sudden this fear comes in, and then you feel depleted, and then you just have to get back in the name of love. Hi, honey, I just sent you a picture of the ant in my bathtub. That community shit. I love my friends. I forgot to go back to talk to you guys. I'll go back. It's just so good what Spirit gave me today with how I was feeling. So you got to use your currency wisely, guys. Your energy is your currency. Be mindful of the value of others that others bring to your life, right? And so, if you're just letting whatever go on in your life, you have to change those things around. Yeah, Spirit's great. The divine's great, but they're not just going to come in and pluck people out of your life so you feel safe. You have to do the work, right? Spirit helps us find balance all the time. So no matter where you're at in your life, Spirit is trying to help you find balance. It's just you're the one that's not going in there. Spirit has sent me so many different earth angels ever since I was a little girl. And as I grow, I just continue to get more. And I know that as my future comes, I'm just going to have more and more of them. And it might be someone's grandma, and it might be somebody stranger, or some guy I don't know, some drunk guy, some homeless guy. You never know. Spirit sends you earth angels for the things that you're asking for. Being only the giver and not the receiver, that's not good. That's victim codependency. That's a false sense of control in your life, right? And so I see a lot of that going on right now. And that's something that I'm working on too. That's imbalance that you have in love. I love you guys. Just be aware. You know, I really was this. I was the giver and I didn't even want to receive. It's all gravy, baby. You can handle it. Let me go answer some questions because I fucking love you guys. It's hard for me to love self. I was so traumatic, still recovering alone. It's hard time from 10 years. Yeah, Nashima, I love you, girl. It is, and it's all, you know, the sounds of you create. And so as easy as you can speak it into your mind and your thoughts and go into those dark spaces of you and feel them and shine your own light on them, the better that you're going to feel. You know, still recovering alone. You're never alone. You're always co-creating with spirit. And so that's what this message is about. Go into spirit and tune into spirit and ask spirit. That's who you can trust. You know, when you go through traumatic events, trust me, spirit knows what you've been through. They're going to send you, spirit's going to send you your special angels and what you need to grow in self-love. Just ask for it. And, you know, if you've been the giver and not the receiver, you have to be open to receive the gifts from spirit and the earth angels from spirit. And that's why this give and receive is so fucking huge to me, because, you know, we can ask, but spirit's always going to give it back to you because you're all connected, right? And so like you ask for it and then it comes in, you're like, no, that's not for me. You have to receive. So if you're having a hard time receiving, ask spirit, please teach me how to receive. You know, I started my receiving really a long time ago and just saying, thank you, can I have a thing of ketchup? And they give it to me and I'm like, thank you for that ketchup. It's stupid. So true. Definitely have been patient. Something I'm learning. It's big for everyone right now. Learning to love self first. Yeah, that's what I promote out here, my love. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Nimisha. Self-love is it, man. I love you too, Asia. That's what I've been on, man. I've been on this self-love for quite some time, and self-love is it. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Denise. Lori. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Antoine. I love your vibration too. Hello, hola. We are power. You know, I was talking to somebody at the casino about learning other language. I said, you know, I might just forget about everything that's going on and just pick up a new language. I don't know. Quit overthinking things. Don't think something's stuck, right? So you can handle everything that's in you. This is your mission. This is your journey. These are your divine inspirations. Of course you can handle them. It wasn't like spirit's like, yeah, let me just drop these divine inspirations on this person. Let's see how they just shimmy. Can't handle it. No, that's not what spirit's trying to do. But spirit's always trying to be like, spirit's your number one encourager. Spirit's your team, your cheer. You know, I was a cheerleader my whole life. Spirit's in the background like, woo! Twinkle fingers, do it! I know you're crying, but you got this. You don't see the front. You don't see the front. We're working back through a lot of stuff. We can't see the front. It gets really fucking scary. Spirit is there, cheering you on, loving you, rooting for you, you know, forgiving you, healing you, showing you, bringing you earth angels, bringing you conversations, bringing you more divine inspiration to keep you going. Just trust in that. Put your hand on your heart. Breathe in. Feel it. Feel that beautiful heart. Geez, there's so much good stuff in there. Doesn't have anything to do with anyone else. Doesn't have anything to do with a relationship. It doesn't have anything to do with if someone lied to you or whatever. Nothing. It's just, yes, you're taking your light back. I love you, Stephanie. You know, you got to bring it back in and you got to see that it's your heart that's keeping you going, not other people. Yes to self-love. I know you're on it. I love you. Ooh, when a man loves a woman though right now. Guys, we're healing. We're healing for each other. And so if you don't have a relationship right now, please be all right. I don't have a relationship, and I know that I can count on my man. I know. He's my homie. He's my best friend. We work out together. We eat together. We clean together. We heal together. We feel each other's intuition, right? I don't have a man yet. Everyone's like, well, how's that going to work out? I'm not worried about it. When a man loves a woman, look what's on. I love it. I love it. You know, and I listen back to this old music and I'm like, boy, do they need to heal too. We're all doing some healing. Let you know that we're all together, right? You know, guys, don't think of the faults, the fears, and the judgments out here, right? Because everybody got that shit with them, right? That's why you got to tune in. That's why you got to go into your intuition. That's why you got to put your hand on your heart. That's why you got to connect to your heart. That's why you got to feel and trust all of that, what is in you. Because, you know, a lot of people are thinking faults, fears, judgments, faults, fears, judgments. And so when you're reaching out with your divine inspiration and they come down on it with their faults, fears, and judgments, it's not their fault. They're stuck there, right? But it's up to you to tune into you and see where you're supposed to keep going with that. Sometimes it's an earth angel, and sometimes it's like, maybe you should change your mind. You know, guys, learn to love change. It's all change. Expansion is change. Things are changing. You are changing. Your old ways are changing. Your old, you know, we thought we were living from our hearts, but we're finding out that we really weren't. And so things are changing all over the place. I'm a Libra, so I'm the queen of balance. I've always been the queen of balance my whole entire life. I used to think it was a curse. Woo, shit. You know, I have to remain peaceful in it all. So when you got all these, you know, when I was growing up and you got your mean girls in school, I had to remain peaceful. When you got your boyfriends and your things going wrong like that, I got to remain peaceful. When you got your hecticness in your home and all that, I got to remain peaceful. When you're a big sister and all this shit's going on, you got to remain peaceful. When you're going for your dreams and you hurt your physical body, you got to remain peaceful. When you're get healing and you want to tell everyone about it, you got to remain peaceful, right? So there's like all these things, but the whole thing is you have to go back in. You have to find the peace in you. You know, my whole entire life, I always wanted to be fair for everybody. I always wanted the highest good for all involved. That's all I wanted. And, you know, that's a big thing. But if you just make it simple, then it makes it simple for everybody. You know, wanting the best for everybody, that's my pure intention. And so that's how I know that if I keep going and keep feeling and keep learning, that the best things are going to happen for me because I'm finding balance in it. When you come back in, when you want the best for all in your heart, that's balance. Because your center, your heart and your womb right here, that's your middle, that's your anchor, that's your balance. That's your balance. That's how you find balance. That's why I've been learning about balance, because I'm out here supposed to teach you self-love. Self-love is in your heart, in your chest. Self-love is right here. I love you guys. You know, there's a cause and effect to everything, duh. Right? So if you're out here doing something, you're out here giving this, or you have bad intentions over here, if you're fighting over here, then you're going to get that back into you. Clear that pattern out. You make amends with it. You get rid of it. Be fair to you all the time. Self-love, baby. Self-love, you have to be fair to you all the time. You feel unsure, but I promise that whenever you are feeling unsure about something and you decide to value your heart and yourself, you're going to get this power surge that goes through you that rocks your fucking socks. And every single time in every single situation, it's different and it changes. I love you guys. I love your love. Bust me up some hearts on here, man. Pump me up, right? I love you guys. You know, as long as your intentions are fair and you breathe in and you feel it all, you know, you're good. You're good. It's all about you. It's all about your heart. It's all about your intentions. It's all about where you're trying to go. We have to kind of like break away from everyone, even all the people we love the most, even the people that we want to be in our community, to get alone, to feel like kind of like relearn what our hearts are supposed to do out here. Breathe in, guys. Breathe. Feel it. All of it. There's so much. When you go into your heart and you breathe, what do you feel? That's what I want to know. If everyone's telling me that they're meditating and they're going in and they're breathing, I share with you guys the beach, you know, my community, my retreats, peace, healing. What do you feel when you go inside of you? Can you share it? Share it with people. Start sharing this stuff with people. That's how you bring your feelings to life. You're like, yo, I just got this feeling. My God. But be careful who you share it with, because then somebody might why you to death. Be careful who you share it with. Make sure there are people that are going to tap into you to bring more feelings out instead of put the fears and the judgments and things on you. So when you feel the cause in your heart, right? Commit to it. Even if it seems crazy, far-fetched, you're patient. You have time to get there, right? You will make a difference. If you are going in and you're finding a cause in your heart, even though it seems physically crazy, you are going to make a difference with that thing if you commit to it, because that is your divine inspiration. That is the connection. That is God, the universe, the all, the everything, right? Right here. So you're feeling an unsureness. You're feeling an unsureness about abundance, the laws of attraction, manifestation. I've been getting tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of messages about this, plus my own things that I've been going through. Some golden opportunities are very apparent. Some aren't. Be patient. Breathe. Feel this in your heart. You know, I even started to think, like, feel a little bit greedy about my divine inspiration. Like, am I just being greedy? Just wanting to go? And then as soon as I felt it with my heart, it was like, no, you have big, huge stuff to do out here. Hey, love, no one's ever late. You're right on time. Maybe this is exactly what you needed. So, you know, guys, I love Florida. I've been through some pain in Florida, and I've been through some good things in Florida. But today when I was talking to Spirit reminded me of the baby turtles. So I was at the barbershop, and I was cutting this man's hair, and he was super cool, and I told him that I wanted to see a turtle, and I hadn't yet, and he's like, oh my God, my girlfriend, say, like, when the baby turtles, like, all hatch, I'm not from there, so I don't know, like, the exact name of it, when the baby turtles all hatch, there's, like, this team of people that, like, try to help them as much as they can to get to the sea because of everything that we've done to the beaches and stuff like that, and so one of the big jobs was to go along the coastline. And most of the people that live there knew, but people had to turn their lights on, or the baby turtles would run the wrong way. They would run towards the lights instead of, because they're looking for the moon. And so they need to go to the moon, to the sea. And so I was part of the team that if anyone forgot to turn the light off, I would go knock on the door and say, hey, you know, we're trying to get these baby turtles back. You got to turn your lights off. And they'd be like, oh, we know. So, you know, that was something that I really loved there. And it was so funny. It was so weird. It was so out of the blue to meet that guy and meet that girl and to go out and help the baby sea turtles get to the ocean where they were trying to go. Guys, we got to trust inside of us. We got to navigate our inner self. We got to navigate our bodies. We got to navigate you. That's what you have to navigate. Navigate you. It pays off externally. So even though sometimes I go through these unsure moments and things like that, I'm still really thankful for the people that I have in my life and for every single one of my earth angels, my God winks, and my, you know, and my divine inspiration that I get through the outer stuff, the illusional stuff. I love that. Thank you from the ocean. I love you. I love you. You know, that moment with them turtles got me like so wanting to go back there and like connect with those people and you know, maybe, I don't know, do it every year, bring my baby. You know, I didn't even have a baby then. My baby would fucking love to save the turtles and see all the baby turtles run to the beach. You know, that's something we don't get to experience here. And so like that really filled my heart like better than, I don't know, like, you know, some of these girls out here that I talk to, they want their man to buy them a Benz, and I'm like, shit, man, can we just go save the baby sea turtles together? I don't know, I'm weird, I'm different than that. I'm starting to love it anyways. So, you know, guys, share what makes you excited with other people. So that's why I want to share that story with you, because you know, share stories that get you excited, because if that excitement goes into that divine inspiration and you amp that with that, it's just like the fuel to get this going. Yeah, beautiful working with community and purposeful living. I love you, Lori. More than you know, girl. Share your love, share your gifts. You know, I know that we're unsure about a lot of stuff right now. Expansion is a wild ride, but we are the creators, so it's time to co-create. And, you know, I love co-creating with my friends, and I love masterminding with my friends and all those things, but this co-create, I mean, is your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and intentions and actions with God, with the divine, whatever, universe, spirit, whatever you say, right? I want you to go in there, right? And then once you do that, then God's gonna give you the people and the earth angels and the community and the everything that you want, but it starts inside first. And if you're humanly outside trying to make it work first, that's not it. you're going to keep dragging it. You got to take the time, go in, be patient, be with yourself, feel into it all, and navigate one step at a time without really knowing what's going on. You know, God has been my partner, guys. God, you know, that's what I went through the most, man, since December. And finally, you know, even in my bath last night, it's like, thank you for always being there for me. Thank you for always telling me what to do to love myself better, to feel better, to get better, to get more energy, to get away from certain things I didn't like, to follow my heart. You know, you are a spark of this God intelligence, right? And it's working through you. You know, inspired thoughts, intuitive guidance. You are the paintbrush of your life. You are a product of divine inspiration. So no matter who you came from, and no matter what went on with your parents, and no matter, you know, how you were raised and what traumas you went through, right? Because there's a lot of them out here. You were divinely created for something. There's something was instilled in your heart. You had to get in there and you had to figure it out. Life is art, guys. We have to align with our hearts to create miracles, and it's work. It's big work. You know, we're always co-creating, and so if you have fear in your heart, you're creating from that fear in your heart. If you have love in your heart and all kind of fire in your heart, you're creating with that. You know, you can't try too hard. That's like thinking it's stuck. You can't try too hard with it. If you're working on something, you have to be like a kid. Work on something for a little bit and then go on to the next thing. Work on that for a little bit and go on to the next thing. Work on that for a little bit and go on to the next time. Self-love through the whole thing. Nurture your spirit. Nurture your spirit. That's where this love comes from. That's what this is. You can't keep your human so physically moving that you forget to nurture your spirit, and then you wonder why you feel depleted. Manifestation, you know, in manifestation, there's unlimited potential. And so the blocks that you feel, or the things that you're feeling about being unsure about, that's in you. It's in you. Go out in nature. Nurture your spirit. Nurture your spirit. Take that breath. Connect to your spirit. Put your hand on your heart. Connect to your heart. If you're avoiding things, that's like shutting down. If you're avoiding it, you're shutting down. That's okay. A lot of people feel overwhelmed right now. My best inspiration comes from the divine. And so, yeah, I have really great friends, and I have really great support systems, and I have really great teachers, and I've learned some really cool things, and I've read some really great books. But when I get the most pumped up, it comes from inside of me. Tap into spirit. 2 minds are greater than 1. You have free will to do this or don't do this. It's up to you. Get out of your own way. I want you guys to connect to this. I want you guys to feel this. I want you guys to know what this is. I want you to know to go in and to trust you for everything you do. Money moves, love moves, moves. You know, whatever you're doing, you got to go in and you got to connect with what is in you. You know, even if you get out here and you go to church and you're like, well, the church told me to do that. That's not divine inspiration. That's humans trying to tell humans what's going on from fear, lack, judgment. You know, we're going from this old life to this new life. And so it's like we're 1 foot in the old life, 1 foot in the new life. I keep seeing flamingos everywhere. I couldn't be more thankful. We can't really see it, but we have a deep knowing that something great's coming. Be curious. Just admit that you don't know. You know, I told you guys about my community. I don't know how I'm going to get my community. I told you guys about my move. I don't know how I'm going to get on my move. I told, you know, and I have to work with people who know how I work. I can't work with a planner because I'm not planning like that. I'm planning with divine inspiration, and divine inspiration doesn't always come out with like this planning sheet. You do this at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. That ain't how it works. When you work for yourself, you make your own calendar. You make your own schedule. When you love yourself, you make your own schedule. When you connect to spirit, you make your schedule of that. It's okay to not know. I don't know. I don't know either. I don't know. I told you guys I don't know my man, but I know I can count on him. How do you know? Because I know. I don't even really feed the conversations anymore. That's what's been happening with me since December. Is I've been getting a little tougher with the conversations instead of letting people, push my energy with their energy. And they didn't even know they were pushing my energy. That was just an energetic thing. That's what goes on with these energies. Energies are constantly pushing and pulling and trying to win, and big things are going on in the energetic realm. So the best thing to do is focus on you and self-love and all of those things, because that's what's going to feel good. Guys, we're in it to win it together, man. I don't know, you don't know, we don't know, but I want to tell you that it might not be exactly like what you expected. So you plant these seeds, right? And you planted roses, and these blooms start to come up, and they're tulips. So it might be something like that. It might be a little bit different, and that's okay. Because you have to let go of your expectations, because sometimes it's better than you could imagine. I don't really know everything about flowers like that, but say it's like a thing of roses, but then it ends up being something else that's like way better, your favorite color or something like that, right? Smells even better than the roses. Smells even, fills up your whole backyard, whatever, something like that, right? Listen in, y'all. When you listen in, you're good. When you listen in, you trust you're good. I was so unsure last night. Like I said, I called my friend at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, yo, I need a reading, for real. My life feels crazy. And I wasn't even making any moves last night, right? I wasn't doing anything. I needed to come home and get a bath and pay attention to myself, but I got stuck in my thinking, and I was freaking out. And I love how you have great friends that aren't like, what the fuck, you crazy little girl. You guys have to create a dialogue with God, Creator. There's always guidance going on, but sometimes you think it's other things. And so that's why I push you into yourself, self-love. We were taught to ignore the self. Ignore the self, ignore the feelings, ignore the visions, ignore everything about God, really. Be fearful and judgmental and all these things, where that's not anything of what it is, right? God is everything, whatever you call it, spirit, universe, creator, whatever, I don't even care, right? But that has been, God has been with me through my whole entire journey. God's been my only reliable. God's been my only always. My ever present. Do you ever ask somebody a question, they didn't answer you? Oh, I have, right? God don't do that. Did you ever change and somebody judges you? God don't do that. Did you ever make a mistake and somebody socks it to you? God don't do that. You ask, you receive answers. Universal sources, being open. If you're on overload, you need to ground and recharge and set energetic boundaries. So if you're feeling like you're on overload, you need to set better boundaries in your life, and message me. Don't be too open outside. And like I said, you go into this inspiration, you get excited, you come out, you share it with a couple people, and they give you a hard time. Be careful who you share it with. Share it with people that are like me, high vibes, that are going to support that, and like I said, find more things that you love, and not really get you caught up in the fears and expectations of everything. When I connect with spirit, that's when I can really let my guard down. So guys, another truth about me is I really got my guard up. I've been hurt a lot in my life, for real. And then all the way down to just again, a month ago. And it's like, what the fuck am I keep doing wrong, right? But that's what I love about going into my heart and my self-love, is because I can put my guard down in there, and I can just be like, man, I'm really fucking tired, and I'm really scared, and I don't know if this is going to work out, and I don't know if I'm doing the best thing that's right for my baby and me and everybody else, and I don't even know, I feel this feeling in my heart, but I don't even know how I'm going to get there, right? So, that letting your guard down, man, that's where you find your real peace. That's why I say go in, love yourself. Self-care and self-love are so big. Say no thank you to any exhaustion. It feels so good. So if somebody's exhausting you, if work is exhausting you, my message, right? Yeah, so yeah, my work is exhausting me, but I can't just quit right now, right? I just have to make a plan from that place. But before I make a plan, I can't make a plan from exhausted. I have to line back up, make my plan from there, and then get it whenever I'm vibing high. I hope you guys get this, what I say. All that you go through makes you greater. So every single thing you've been through, from a little baby in the womb all the way till right now, is just to make you greater. And I know it doesn't always feel like that, right? So I know a lot of things we go through make us feel really crappy. It's not supposed to make you feel like crappy, but like if you're just like acting like everything's fine all the time, then the only way Spirit's going to get your attention is by making you feel crappy. But all I want you to do is find back the peace in you from that situation. And so getting in alignment, getting to the gold. I love you. I love you, Cindy. You know, I went through all kind of feelings, man, and went in with them. And that's what's happening. You know, we're having all kind of old feelings, old stuff about parents and work and love and our family structures and our house structures and our work structures and our mental structures and how we invest our time in our communities. And do we invest our time in our communities? Do we take time for our kids? You know, we said we want to do everything so different for our kids. Do we do that for our kids? You know, are we doing what we feel in our heart, or are we trying to fit in with everyone else? Are we following what we feel in our heart, or are we letting everyone else bounce us around? I know a lot of successful people. And when we talk, I love it because they're like, you know, people would never believe how hard it was to follow my heart. And I'm like, no, I get it, man. Thank you. Like, can we write this down? Can I tape record you and share with my friends? I love you guys. You know, when you're in alignment with God, when you're in alignment with your heart, when you're in alignment with self-love, that is when you feel the gold, okay? So if you're not feeling gold, you're not in alignment. If you're feeling rushed, if you're feeling nervous, if you're feeling like you're going to reach out to your friend at 2 o'clock in the morning and beg for a reading, you're not in alignment. Get in alignment. Take care of yourself. Self-love, 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 self-love. I love you guys so much. The truth is inside of you. Breathe in and connect. The truth of everything is inside of you. It's like space school. You know, you go inside yourself and it's like this school. It's everything you need is in there. Everything. Every bit of knowledge, every bit of love, every bit of forgiveness, every bit of strength and courage and wisdom and beautiful things are inside of you, I swear. And if when you go inside of you, it doesn't feel so beautiful, that's okay, because a lot of us, there's a lot of dark places inside of us because a lot of us haven't went into ourselves. I've been lucky enough to do this for a really long time, and it's still work. So you're ever expanding, you're ever pruning that tree and getting the new growth and having the old things fall off. And that's the cycle of life. That's nature. That's what grounding in helps you with. That's what nature helps you with. The visions that you get, you know, when you're connected to yourself, those are divine inspirations. That's your God mind, your God spark. That is how fucking great you are. Even if you don't feel like it, even if you feel like you don't know what you're really doing out here. You feel tired, you feel drained, you feel confused, you feel overwhelmed, you feel lied to, you feel mistreated. But inside of you is this spark, like you're a fucking star. Come in here. Come in here. It's like your heart is like screaming, come in here and hug me. Come in here. I know what those people out there are doing. Come in here. Come in here. Connect your breath. Connect to me. Connect to what I want to tell you. Please come here. It's the best. It's the best, guys. It's the best. It's the best. You know, so the visions that you get when you're in this space, they mean something huge, even though they might not make sense. Even though you don't you know, I don't even know who my man is, and I know he's great. I know he's great. I don't know what's going to happen. I know it's going to be great. I know that the inspirations that come from my heart come with, you know, I created this with the Creator. They mean something. Not for anyone else, for me. And whoever else comes with it, that's because we're aligned in the same vibration with our hearts, right? So they're just like me, but different. It's all good. I love you guys. Self-love gets you to the gold, man. Self-love gets you to the gold. Self-love fills you back up. Self-love encourages you. You know, that's what this is. Self-love gets you to the gold. The gold. We ain't looking for the gold. We are the gold. You can't look for the gold. You are the gold. If you're looking for the gold and you already are the gold, you don't know you're the gold. The gold's right here. Everything's gold here. Every time. You got this, guys. Connect in and receive. Ask to connect, ask to receive. I love you. I love you because we're all connected. I'm loving the music that's coming on. You know, music has really been helping me heal, guys. I don't have anyone coming to my rescue. Music, the divine in me. That's what it is. It's not about reaching for anyone to help you. It's about going inside of you. It's not trying to get someone to change to fit what you expected from them. It's letting them go and letting them just love. Put love all over everyone. You know, if you love someone, you better pray love onto them. That's how you know, unconditional love. That's how you get them to go in there to their heart, to their intuition, to their divine messages, to their divine inspiration and visions and all of that. You know, I gotta check what time it is. I gotta go eat real quick before I work. I love you guys. I love you, and I try to be as real as I can with this stuff. And, you know, I mean, it's okay. Sometimes you can't talk. Sometimes it's hard to process. You're processing things you can't see through your actual body. That's hard sometimes. Hi, Carl. I don't think I've ever seen you before, my dear. All right, guys. Well, that was a big one. That was a long one, and I don't know. I mean, share it if you need to. Whoever, whatever you got. You guys can always share my stuff. I love you. I know that there's a lot of people going through a lot of different things out here, and I know that the only true place to get the real, authentic guidance is inside of yourself. Is inside of your heart, living your heart, living what your heart desires. Because, you know, you could have millions and millions of dollars and not be living with your heart, and it's not a good life. I have clients who have millions of dollars and they don't live from their hearts, and they're not happy. And then we have some of us that are like, damn, man, $300 would really boost me up. You know, but you love yourself. It's been a journey. It's a journey. Expanding is for real. Expanding is the realest. I love you guys, you know. I didn't even know about these two stones. So I have pink tourmaline, and then blue calcite, I think. I didn't know anything about these. But when I went in there, my intuition was like, these are the ones. And so I've been meditating with them, and I take this pink tourmaline and I put it on my heart, and I put it on my womb, and I put it on my root, and I put it up above my crown. And I've been holding this and trying to talk and tell people my real heart, you know. It's funny. I mean, I'm learning that even a lot of the words that came out of my mouth weren't real. They were just like protecting myself, you know, from my fears, from everything that I've been through. I'm good. I'm all right. I don't need you. No way, man. Now I'm giving and receiving love like a mug. Yeah, that is a nice piece, ain't it? I know. I'm freaking loving it. When they first showed me all these little rocks, and I was like, no, I don't want that. I want like a big, real piece, like it came out of the ground. I love it. I really do. I'm the massage therapist that like puts all these in her pocket. And they're like, Sarah, why is your back hurt? I don't know. I have a bag of rocks on my on my pocket. I love you guys, and please know if you feel alone, you're not ever alone. You know, and I don't tell you this from a place of, you know, I got someone here. I tell you this from a place of, I've spent a lot of time alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're never alone. You tap into this and you'll find out you have a whole entire world you have to explore. And you'll be like, holy shit, I should have started this way sooner. I've never been alone. I got the whole world in my hands. I love you guys. I love you. Happy Saturday. I picked up a shift, so I'll be back at the 777 tonight. You know, you gotta love yourself. You gotta fuel up. You gotta take care of yourself. You got to honor yourself and your feelings and your up and your down and your everything. I love you guys. One love, guys. Happy Saturday.